with state-of-the-art technology. Design digital.
Unajua ni technology, lazima anashtuliwa kidogo ama okay. Yote yawezekana kwa imani, yote hata mlisahau. Haki wa Kenya. You forgot such a beautiful song. Yote yawezekana kwa imani. Si ndio? Na ikienda hapo mbele bila shetani. Si mtu. Haya, twende before DJ pate. Haya, tufanye movement hivi. Wewe Jenize. Watu wa 45. Yote yawezekana kwa imani, yote yawezekana kwa imani, yote yawezekana kwa imani. Ongezeni sauti. Na kwa imani. Watu wa Airtel. Yawezekana kwa imani, yote yawezekana. Kushinda tutashinda. Kushinda tutashinda. Kushindwa haitawezekana. DJ uko na muziki? Amesema dakika moja. Tuimbe gani ingine? Tuimbe gani ingine? We, kwenu ni western. Tupatie moja ya western. Patie another gospel. Who is ile Pastor Nganga? Mtu anipatie. Inaanzanga aje kuja utupatie? Inaanzaje? Nipe venye inaanza tu. Nitakumbuka. Shuka Zakayo. Tuko sawa? Tushuke na Zakayo kwanza ama tuende kwa DJ? Naona Wakenya wako very excited. Kuna kitu wanataka niseme. Haya, pause kidogo. Kitu nataka niseme, president atakuwa anaongea event ingine kai nime confuse. But amesema 4 PM atatuambia kitu. Haya DJ, tafuta kama muziki kazuri then we start. Tukue warm up kidogo. Loosen yourself. Anapanga tumaliza. Wanapanga kutumaliza. Wanapanga kutumaliza. Wanapanga kutumaliza baba. Wanapanga kutumaliza. Zakayo nataka kushuka. Zakayo nataka kushuka wa Biblia. Anataka kushuka. Anataka kushuka. DJ sasa weka ile ya mbio kidogo. Ile wanaendanga kanisa hii kama ya quiver hivi. Wana wimbo kama ya quiver yenye si ya wazee sana. Hiyo. Kidogo tu. Mabega tu kidogo tu. Kidogo tu. Tunafukuza baridi. Ni baridi tunafukuza. Follow the leader. Mabega. Oye DJ. DJ umelipa how much? Tuanze tena. Anza from top. Na DJ tutakufuta kazi wewe. Stick to one thing. Kama ni muziki moja, si ndio? Anapanga kutumaliza. The roof is on fire. Akona hivi. Mabega. Mabega juu. Ya chini. Ya juu. Ya chini. Ya juu. Ya chini.
Everybody now, put one hand in the air. One hand in the air. And we go from left to right. Watch this.
Left. Yuma.
Come on.
Right. Left. Yeah. Right. Left. Smile where.
Left.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Two more time. Left.
Twende.
left, right, left, left. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Follow the leader, follow the leader.
DJ.
Follow the leader.
Aya, tuko sawa sasa? Kila mtu anasikia kajoto kidogo? Temperature iko juu? Tunaweza geti. Aya, right now before much ado. Oh, tuendelee. Oh, okay. Sawa, DJ, eka mziki kidogo, watu wajuane, nipatie watu 2 minutes each other, jua mwenzako, before I call up the next person to drive the agenda of the day. Hey, rafiki yangu. Mambo. Uko sawa? Hebu wasalimie kidogo bwana.
Ladies and gentlemen, kama kei kama kawa, truth watchdog hapa hivi. Ukiniona kwa kitu jua ni cha maana na ni cha kweli, au sio? Yeah.
Unajua huyu truth watchdog? Mnamjua, hebu mpigie ni makofi. Huyu mtu anashangaa hajakuwa abducted how? Anatoanga na story ya ukweli. Sasa hii wanasema sijui nani aliua watu 42? Mtu fulani tu. Ngoja channel yake utaona. In 2 days. Atatoka na ukweli, atasema huyu unajua huyu alijiua, huyu alilipwa, huyu alikuwa ameua kuku, polisi wakasema aseme ni mtu, sijui
Mike.
Yeah? Umejua mtu ako kando yako? Karibu presenter Ali. And your crew, and your manager Ricky Beko. Karibu. Umejua au umemjua? Muulize kitu kingine. I know this guy. Wewe nakujua. Habari yako? Salimia watu wale wanakuwa na kupale shield. Wasalimie.
Hello everyone, my name is Kingsley Litali. I host the Crime Shield podcast, so matter safety and security. Asante.
Pigieni makofi. Mimi that's why nawaonyesha mimi na point wale watu najua. So uliza mtu kando yako wewe ni nani? If you don't know them, waulize tu. You never know, this might be your defining moment in your life. Muulize, who are you? What do you do? Tony Mwerigi, karibu sana bana. Salimia watu kabla tuanze event. Simama. Hata mimi ni MC, leo nakuambia usimame. Saa nyingine ndio unaniambianga nisimame.
Mkoaje? Mko fiti? Praise the Lord. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Assalamu alaikum. Now I have a small kidogo niwaambie before tuanze. Uliza mwenzako jina lako. What's your name? Uliza mwenzako mwenye amekaa kando yako. What's your name? Mwambie aseme shirika la reli la Rwanda. Mwambie aseme hivyo haraka. Madenge kuja kidogo. Sasa nataka nipatie mtu zawadi, si ndio? Lakini before tuanze, nataka uniambie whatever I will say you have to say in English. Sawa? Baba, mimi ni mtoto wako wangapi in English? Nitakupatia zawadi. Yes, baba, mimi ni mtoto wako wangapi in English? Pigeni makofi tebo, pigeni makofi. Hawajui kabisa, hawajui kuja hapa. So you tell me, I will give you zawadi, sawa? It's a big deal. So what I say you have to say in English. Baba, mimi ni mtoto wako wangapi in English? Father
of your children,
where pole imetoka wapi? Kuja hapo, ni uongo. Kuja. Sasa sikia. Table 1 imeanguka. Table 2 imeanguka, tuko hapa, sawa? What's your name? Thomas. Umesikia jina kizungu Thomas. Sio kama Madenge. What is Madenge? Surely. Madenge Thomas. Haya sikiza. Tell me what I say in English. Baba, mimi mtoto wako wangapi in English? Yani ujui? Father peke yake. All right, my name is Tony Mwirigi. Mimi nafanya kazi pale K24 television. I have an amazing TV show which airs every day from Monday to Friday from 9 to 10 and Saturday from 10 p.m. Thank you so much for your time. Okay, wewe nikuulize. Madenge, tell me what I will say in English. Baba, mimi mtoto wako wangapi in English?
Hi dad. Me from you, number what?
Mwambieni reject. Mwambieni hivyo?
Mpigeni makofi. Tony Mwirigi. Jamaa wa media. Umegonga miaka ngapi saa hizi? 5 years, mpigieni makofi. Miaka 5 kwa media na hajafutwa. Anatembeanga akitaka, anatoka K24 anaenda wapi? Presenter Ali, kabla tuanze event, wasalimie pia. Unajua kuna jamaa wanaulizana hapa, si yeye. Alafu Wakenya huangafani sana. Unajua Wakenya wakiona mtu anajua, wanafanyanga hivi. Wako kama hapa hivi, kwa wawili. Ule ni Ali. Hapana, si yeye. Alafu wanadunua bundles. Wanaingia presenter Ali. So wanakuwatch hivi, wanawatch hivi. Na ni yeye. So wale wanaulizana ni yeye, this is presenter Ali. Na hajakuja peke yake. Hajakuja solo. Unaona hata vile anametameta, baridi haijamgonga kama wengine wenu hapa. Wengine wenu mnaumia sana. Mpigieni makofi presenter Ali.
Hello guys. I hope mko poa. You guys are looking amazing. I'm so happy to be here. Hii siku umenipata off guard. Lakini I've been a friend to Mr. Morris for over 3 years, and I've worked with Numeral IoT for over 3 years as one of the ambassadors and also a media partner. So I'm so happy to be here, and I'm excited, to know what we are about to launch. Are you guys excited? Yeah. So let's all have to have a good time. Na kuna tegas.
Na huyu?
I've also come with my beautiful wife. Just tell me what.
Hi everyone. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Medina. As a wife to present Ali. We have a daughter, but hatujakuja na yeye apparently. I'm really honored to be here today. I've known Morris for quite a while, and I've seen them work on this project for so many nights. Alienda kuja asubuhi nyumbani because of it. That's what showed me. But finally, the day is here, and I'm so proud of everyone who's been on this project since day one. So yeah, let's have a good day and a good time.
Yes. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Muna Maina David.
Mpigieni makofi. Ukisikia mtu amesema a big shout out to so and so, most likely huyo ndiye anaandikanga check. Apigiwe makofi pia kwa sababu hata mimi, a big shout out to Muna. I can see you there. Big things are going, I love you, bro. Tuko karibu kuanza. Anytime from now. We are good? We are good? Sawa. Now, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready for the reason why we are here? Tusimame makofi, tupige tukiwa tumesimama. Tupige, tujue kwa nini tuko hapa. Tusimame. Makofi ni kama ile ya Moi, So, Morris, nataka urudi pale. Unaona mahali nani wako? Nani atasimama kama bodyguard wake? Wewe, Joho. Wewe. Joho look like. Enda na yeye. Jifanya tu wewe ni Arabian investor. Wewe ndio ule ulipeana ndege. Nakumbuka ile ndege ilipeanwa Friends of Korea. Sasa nataka tu imagine ni 1996. President alikuwa nani? Moi. Haya, tu assume ni akuja. Sawa. So Morris ni Moi. Sawa, mimi ndio MC. Mabibi na mabwana, karibu Mheshimiwa Rais. Anayeingia sasa ni Rais Morris Betsa. Karibu Mheshimiwa. Ndio yeye anaingia pale kwa suti yake. Makofi. 1, 2, 3. Kanua. 2. Zaidi. Chini. Juu. Fungua. Karibu Mheshimiwa Rais.
Asante. Mambo digital.
Niache mambo ya analog. Karibu sana.
First, sikuwa na expect the support nimepatiwa na kila mtu mwenye amefika hapa leo na kila mtu ana watch online. So my name is Morris Mbetsa. I'm a CEO and founder of Numeral IoT. Numeral has a rich history and a very humble background. And today, as we all gathered here, not just to launch a technology, but then to show that it is possible for anyone to achieve anything that they want in life as long as you stay focused and you have a good team that really understands what you are working on, as much as there is a lot of obstacles and a lot of darkness in front of you and in front of the team. But as long as you have a good team, definitely you will achieve. Again today, this is a celebration not just for me, a Numeral, but for Africa at large, because I believe this is one of an event that has never happened before from any African country, whereby we will showcase technologies that we have worked on with our own hands. We as Africans have always been known that ukienda kama US, if you talk about Africa, people feel it's a big forest. It's all about animals. It's all about elephants and giraffes. We were known by fighting battles using spears and arrows. But then today, this is a day whereby finally African will conquer the world using software and microchips. And this event today will be the beginning of a revolution whereby any young people, regardless of where they come from, will show them that it is actually possible. My journey with technology and electronics comes from very far. And if I, standing in front of you today, about to showcase complex technologies that we've been working on for the last 5 years, and I'm not an engineer. I don't have any degree. I've never stepped into an engineering class, but I do firmware, I do software, I do hardware, I do manufacturing. This shows you that between you and what you want to achieve in life, it's just the belief that you are actually be able to do it. I as well want to dedicate this event to my team that has been working with me for the last 10 years, and also my mother, because I started designing electronics when I was like 5-6 years. Na nilichapwa sana, because that time, if you tell someone that you want to be an engineer, you want to have a factory, nobody even understood what a factory was. And I know there are a lot of people who are watching online that have never heard about Numeral IoT or have never heard about Morris Mbetsa. So I have videos that I want to show you guys where we came from and how the journey started and how this dream started almost 15 years ago. Thank you.
Akiwa na umri wa miaka 18 alipozindua teknolojia yake ya kwanza ya kuzuia wizi wa magari kupitia simu yake ya rununu, serikali haikufanya lolote kuhusu talanta yake. Morris Mbetsa hakuvunjika moyo, bali aliendelea kuvumbua zaidi na hata kutoa teknolojia nyingine ya kurahisisha kazi ya polisi wa trafiki. Lakini kama kawaida, serikali bado imempa kisogo, kando na viongozi wengine mashuhuri pamoja na katibu mmoja wa wizara fulani kutaka kumtumia Morris kujifaidisha mwenyewe badala ya kumsaidia. Na sasa Morris anazidi kuendelea na maajabu yake. Kwa wale wenye magari, kwa mujibu wa Morris, msitie shaka ya wizi tena, kwani anasema amevumbua teknolojia ya mtu kutumia simu yake ya mkononi kugurumisha na hata kuzima gari lake popote alipo.
The moment ule jamaa ataingia kwa gari na mwenyewe hajui, no. So ikisha report mwenyewe anaweza vile atakapofanya tayari.
Teknolojia hii aidha humwezesha mwenye gari kunasa sauti ya yeyote yule aliye ndani ya gari pasi na mtu kujua.
Sasa unaweza zima gari uende kando, alafu mimi kai hapa ndani unisikize vile ninaongea na simu yako. Zima tu. Sasa enda kando. Zungumza tuone kama tutakusikia. Nayo. Na kusikia, endelea kuzungumza zaidi.
Maana mimi sasa yake naenda nayo afanye kitu chochote hii naenda nayo kila kitu anachisikia ndio kutengeneza.
Wow, yani jamaa hii teknoloji kali basi. Nyumbani kwake Morris hapa Mukuru kwa Njenga, vyumba ni viwili. Kimoja amekigeuza na kuwa karakana, kando na kuajiri takriban vijana 7 hivi. Ni kijana anayeweza kubadilisha taswira ya taifa hili letu.
Inaendelea sio?
Thank you very much. There was a short clip in that video that I said that one day I wish that I'll have a factory. I don't know if you can get that clip.
Which the company will be dealing with manufacturing this system and installing this system in vehicles.
It shows that the journey has been long. So this day, I remember I had never installed this device in anybody's car. And I remember calling a friend, tell him that I have this amazing technology that I'm able to disable a car using a mobile phone. And he entrusted me with his car. The same time he gave me the car, the same time media guys heard about this product. So imagine, haujawahi test anywhere, watu wa media wamekuja. I believed that product will work. Na sikuwa nimewahi test mahali. And that time I had come from Mombasa, na nilikuwa nimeomba lift ya lori kukuja Nairobi. A lot of things happened in between, but then it was a big success. People started knowing about me, but then still that was not a business. And I realized that if you want to, an innovation and a product are 2 different things. Because an innovation, you're just showing the world that this is what I'm capable of. But then a business, you have to worry about so many things: customer care, HR, marketing, branding, so many things. And I realized that I can never be able to do this alone, because purely my background is technology, and that is what I love. But then there are things that I needed from other people that can be that are able to help me to be able to package these products and take them to the market. But remember that time I never had a company, I never had money to pay anyone. Mimi mwenyewe nilikuwa watu wa Mombasa wanasema mtoki, unanuka vumbi. But then I said, if I left Mombasa na lori na nikakuja Nairobi and I was able to do this, I can as well find other young people, and I pitch this idea to them and I tell them the dream that I have, and I'm sure they will support me. And fast forward, I met a great team. I think I met Mr. Muna, who is right there. Na mtaona video yake venye ilikuwa hiyo time. And so the first thing we did was get a common house. Iweke hao watu wote hapo, software, hardware, branding, the same house. And I told them, this is a dream that I'm building, and I'm not promising you any success. But tukisucceed, tutasucceed pamoja. And there are people who came and wengine wakaenda, because that time there is no way that you'll convince someone that you will ever have a factory that designs and manufactures electronics, and they've never seen it happening anywhere. There's a time I remember I was talking to someone. This guy told me that tumeona wajaluo wengi wako na kile wametengeneza ndege na kuanguka wanaanguka na kishikwa na polisi. Sasa wewe. So nobody believed. And then there are people who told us there's no way that you can compete with the Chinese, because these guys have been doing electronics for so long. But then I thank God, the team that I brought together really entrusted me with the vision that I had at that time. They entrusted me not only with developing the products, but with their life. And I'll show you a video of the early beginnings where we used to live together developing products. Thank Thank you.
See a lot of stuff going on the other side. So basically, this is like a boardroom. This is where all the designs start. Then we brainstorm, come up with the ideas, then divide the ideas according to like kila mtu chenye anafanya, and then after that we quickly start developing the products. Leave the same place, go out together, have fun together, and then 24/7 work on solutions that will be able to solve problems that are around the society. So basically, this is our office, this is our house, this is where we live, this is where we, this is everything.
Sema kutoka mbali.
So after that, so the team tumeshashikana, and most of these guys are here with us. So we live in the same house, think about ideas, see how we can be able to take these ideas to the market. Still, we didn't have a factory. Still, we didn't even know how we are able to set up a factory to be able to do these products. But then one thing joined us, the love for technology and the vision that we had. It was so dark out. Yani story ni mingi, tutapiga stories siku nyingine. Today let's focus on what we want to launch, but there is a lot that we went through. Imagine that time, if we ever knew that it's going to take this long for us to be able to even to make our first million, I think maybe watu wengine wangekuwa wamegive. But then we never thought, for us, and the beauty with our team, we never think about problems. Hiyo shida wacha tu, as long as you are alive, umekula, you're not sick, you keep on working on your dream. So fast forward again, we started designing different products. NTSA wanted to introduce the first digital speed governor. Remember, before the speed governor, we worked on almost, I think yesterday Muna showed me that we had 200 products fully branded and none went to the market. And we never gave up. 200 products. Then when NTSA wanted to introduce speed governors, we had the technology, we had and I had everything in the same house. Hardware engineers, software engineers, firmware, branding. So ni Red Bull usiku, you guys come, this is what we need to work on. So we worked on the first prototype. It was a big success. And at that time, nobody believed that it's actually possible to manufacture these devices locally. So a lot of our competitors went out to start producing these devices in China. But then we say for us, because this has been our dream, this has been our vision, we will produce these devices here in Kenya. I remember when we came here, this godown was empty. And again, I'll show you the early days of this facility when we physically had to stop doing the engineering work, but then tushike nyundo na misumari, we start building this place because we didn't have enough finance to be able to set up the factory. So we'll play the other video. So those are early beginnings of the factory now. I think now at that point you've seen equipment. You've seen the factory. Now, each and every person that you've seen in that video that now is operating those equipments. Remember, there's no technical institution in Kenya that trains people on manufacturing. And I remember that time we did a lot of research. And today, one of the things that I personally want to really advocate for strongly go online because the future generation is being shaped by internet right now. Those times, I remember internet was around 2G, 3G. It wasn't that fast. Smartphones were expensive. But then the younger generations now have access to the internet. Everybody have devices. And many times we use these devices to watch things that I would say are not helping us much or helping this younger generation much in terms of shaping up their careers. All this we learn from the internet. That means internet is a massive pool of resources that can help you to build anything that you ever want. And the guys that you see here, Baraka is here, Kalama is here. These guys are the ones who are operating the machines that you've seen on the other side, and none of them has ever graduated from anywhere. They learned from the internet, and we decided to take that step that we will not take a no for an answer. We will not, impossibility has never existed between us. And it was a big success. Finally, we started the factory, and the first product that went to the market was the Simba Sweet Governor. Now, why did we choose manufacturing? Why didn't we go to China? For us, the dream has always to be able to push IoT devices for the African market with quality devices and affordably. And for you to do that, you have to control the entire process, from the design to prototyping to manufacturing. And it was not possible if we'll ever depend on a third-party manufacturer to produce our devices. Personally, my early innovations, all of them never benefited me on anything because I had to send files to a manufacturer in China. And I remember, there's a time I sent some files to China. This guy copied the device, put it on the internet, and even used my name. I remember there's a company that called me and said that there's a Chinese called MPESA. I think he was registering a company or a domain. So we said, for us to be able to protect our IPs, then we have to take a step further and be able to think outside the box and start doing this manufacturing locally. So Simba was a big success, but then each step that we took, we faced more challenges. Each step we took, we faced more challenges. So number one of the key components for this product, because after 1 year, we had close to 10,000 vehicles that we had installed. And many times, within every 2-3 months, we'll get, my supply chain department will tell us that, you know what, there's a key component that is missing because we depend on some components from China, from Taiwan. We are a small company because the thing is with African technology companies, we have, the boundaries have really blocked us from growing. If you look at the US, China, these guys are many. If you produce a product, you have massive market that is there to be able to receive your product. But if you look at Kenya, you only have approximately 50 million people that are in the country. Maybe you have potential, maybe 10 million people. So there's no way that we will compete with other manufacturers in terms of ordering components. So if I order 5,000 pieces, a competitor or another electronics company orders 50,000 pieces. So we found out that these components manufacturers will give priority to the guys who are placing big orders. And that was really a big problem for us. So we said, because we've come from so long, and I'm not ready, nirudi Mombasa, nianze kuuza viazi karai na shawarma, then I have to do something. So I brought the team together one day at night and told them, you know what? The key component in these devices is the communication module, which is the heart of IoT devices. That is what connects to the network so that the network can be able to send the information wherever the information is needed. So I told them, you know, guys, we will make our own communication module. I remember the day I said that, half of the team left first. They say, you know what? Kama uko na dawa natumia za kichwa kuruka, then I think leo haujakunywa hizo dawa. Because there's no single African company has ever designed their own communication module that has been approved and it's in the market today. It doesn't make sense. But then I said, our history, no for an answer, someone coming from a humble background, where I grew up, there was no TV, there was no internet, now designing devices, then this will not stop me from making this commitment of designing our own communication module. And the team started working, and after 1 year, it was a big success. We had our first communication module, and we received our first TAC number from GSMA. So I'll show you. So it was a big win. It was a big success for us. So these are GSMA certifications. So TAC number means, unaona ukiwa na simu yako, ukipatiwa ile email you search if that device is original. So usually, starts with the TAC number, and then you have 1 million units that that company has produced. For example, if you see, let's say if you have a Samsung phone. So this first number belongs to Samsung. I think it's right here. So this belongs to Numeral. So 2 years ago, we were issued with this certificate. So we had 1 million serial numbers that were email numbers that were issued to us officially from GSMA, whereby we can now produce up to 1 million GSM module, and this module will communicate to the network, so that it means they are fully certified to work and to register onto a telecommunication network. It was a big success. Straight we went to into production, and it not only helped us in terms of streamlining our production processes, but then it also lowered our production costs of our IoT devices. And that helped us to remain competitive in the market. And someone will ask, how competitive was it? And I'll tell you, the cost of a device, similar device from China, we were producing that device locally here less than 50%. There's one important thing that I also want to mention in that journey of producing these devices. I have an amazing team that does the assembly. Amazing team. I think watatembea kidogo hivi watu waone. The guys wenye kwa assembly na wakuje hivi. Now, when we started building this place, I remember a lot of women came. Na walikuwa kikuja kaniambia tumekuja hapa wanaomba kazi ya kuosha, wanaomba kazi ya kusafisha. These are people who, many of them some of them hawana certificate hata ya class 8. But then one day after your cleaning imeisha, I felt so bad because usafi si imeisha. Say they were supposed to go. But for me, I said, where I am today, I believe any human being has a potential to be whoever they want to be, as long as they are given the chance. So I took this team that have any idea about manufacturing or electronics. We trained them for 2 months, and I am proud we have a team of almost 30 women that are working into this facility that doesn't have any engineering degree and are able to assemble devices better than me, because all they know is how to assemble devices. And I'm really proud, and the reason why, because every business has challenges. Every time I walk into this facility, as much as I'm going personally through my own business challenges, but when I see these women sitting on that table assembling device, I said, I have to keep fighting, and whatever I have done in Nairobi, my wish is to bring this technology in different countries so that I can empower more women, more young people into manufacturing electronics. And nowadays, if I walk around town and I see someone with a charger, with a phone, with any electronics device, for me, I feel that is an opportunity that we exported outside that would have given a chance or would have put a table to these young people that are working here and assembling electronics. Thank you. So, back to the story of the communication module. So we have the communication module, production is good. We have now several thousands of devices that are in the market powered by our communication module. Then, when we were looking at the market, there are several things. Number one, so many people started talking to us about their own personal challenges. So someone will come, you know what, Maurice, I have this idea. I receive ideas every day. But then I'll tell you, there's nothing complicated as designing electronics. Nothing, like it's very complicated. There's a lot of moving bits that you have to get right. And looking at these emails, I felt that I can't keep on ignoring them. I have friends who have ideas every day. Secondly, AI is here. Machine learning is here. So suddenly we have machines that are able to make decisions better than us. because these machines are able to go through massive data sets and be able to make informative decisions based on the data that this machine has. So, again, there are a lot of companies that approached us to be able to design products for them. It took us a long time for us to be able to design these products according to what they want. So these are some of the challenges that came immediately after our first communication module, and we felt, we have to change the way we design products. We will never look outside on what other people are doing. We will set our own standard. We will come up with our own innovation and come up with a way whereby moving forward, it will forever change the way we build our products, not just for us, but for any person outside there who wants to build their own ideas, for any young person out there who is an engineer, they want to build a product so that they can focus on solving the problem rather than the engineering bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm introducing to you our first communication module with advanced technology packed in a single module called Numeral IoT Infinity Engine.
Wapi makofi.
So, Numeral Infinity Engine is our new communication module. And so I'll show it to you right here. So this is not just a communication module, but it's a fully computer with integrated into a single module. So I'll break it down, and I will invite one of the key guys that has been working with me through when we conceptualized the idea of developing our own advanced communication module, Mr. Baraka, who is the head of our R&D team. And we'll quickly have a small discussion on what Numeral Infinity Engine is, and then we'll present to you the possibilities and the products that we have started developing on top of this, and then how will it impact future development of our products, as well as other young people outside here that are thinking of developing their own products. So, Mr. Baraka, karibu sana. We'll just have like an interactive session with him. But just in a nutshell, as the name states, Infinity Engine, Infinity stands for endless possibilities, whereby this small device is capable of becoming almost anything. So before Baraka speaks, I'll quickly explain to you, because I know there are guys who are watching us, there are guys who are here, but don't understand really what an IoT device is, or the blocks that we... Muguru, mambo ndugu yangu, kwa salama, karibu. Asante, karibu sana. Yes, so there are several important things when you're building an IoT device, or the components of IoT devices. You have the communication module that is in charge of managing the network, sending the information to the network. Then you have the processor. So with the processor, that is where you put all your code, that is where you'll manage all the functions for your device to work. And then depending on what you want to achieve, let's say if your device needs an LCD, you'll have to build an LCD driver for you to be able to drive that LCD. Let's say if your device needs an audio, then you'll have to build an audio drivers or an audio circuit for you to process audio. If your device needs a camera, then it even becomes much complicated, because you have to introduce a microchip into your design, whereby that microchip is able to process the camera. If you want Wi-Fi, so all these bits and pieces usually makes designing a product very complicated. So with the Infinity Engine, we've packed all that into a single module. So with the module, we have everything packed that even the products that we have designed with this module, as we'll show you, have not explored the potential and the features that this module has. So, Mr. Baraka, please introduce yourself, what you do, and tell us what is special with the Infinity Engine, why we decided to develop that technology at first, how will it change our production processes, how will it change when we receive a customer request to develop a product, and as well for other people who are out here that want to develop their own products, how will it impact, them?
Hello, guys. My name is Michael Baraka. I'm the HOD Research and Development at Numeral IoT. So I think Morris amepeana so many stories about the past and all that. I'm here to talk about the technicalities of the Infinity Engine. So as he said, I remember when we pitched this idea to our management team, the finance team to be precise, tuliwapelekea this idea and they were like, walifungua hiyo form and everything, wakaona the cost implication that is going to come with this development. And they almost hit us. Mr. Dennis is here to confirm this. It was a challenge at first, but when we convinced them, they took the idea and put the resources that made it possible for us to come up with this Infinity Engine. So basically, this is a communication module, 4G communication module, that runs on all our devices right now. We have a range of devices, including the Dri-Fi, which I think we'll have a presentation later, the Transit Tag, which is the reason why we are here today, and some other devices. So basically, we've been able to create an ecosystem of devices that are communicating with one another through the internet. As we know, 4G is a very fast communication pillar of all the IoT devices. So Infinity Engine infused with 4G LTE means that all the devices built around the Infinity Engine are able to communicate or process data real time, yeah? And then we have another feature that I think we will talk more about with Mr. Morris, the RTOS operating system, which is real-time operating system. So Mr. Morris, tell us why this RTOS is very important in IoT devices right now.
Yeah, just to pick from where Baraka has mentioned, so the most, I would say the first, because it's a communication module, that means it has to communicate. So with the previous modules that we had or we developed, it was purely on 2G. So this is 4G Cat 4. That means it has the capability of communicating up to 150 Mbps. That means when you're building your product, let's say you have a product that you want to stream videos. You have a product that you have has something to do with large bandwidth like games, streaming audio. This is able to handle that because of the bandwidth that the module has. So that's the most important thing. Secondly, it runs real-time operating system. It runs Linux and also Android. That means now you have a device, because things change very fast. And the way many of these IoT devices have been developed is there is very limited amount of resources that you need to play around with, or in terms of, let's say you have new features that you want to update on the device. Usually, sometimes it's not even possible. Now with this, that IoT device basically becomes like your phone. So you're able to write an application. Remember, when you buy your phone, it's brand new, you don't have apps. But now with this technology, an IoT device basically becomes like a mobile phone or a computer that is in your car or is in your home, whereby ideas will come, developers will plug in, develop application, and then we are able to push this application into any of our IoT products, and then suddenly you will wake up now and you find out that your device that you have has new features. So that is what the operating system, which is Linux, RTOS, and Android, is able to do for us. Then we have a lot of inputs and outputs. So why inputs and outputs? So for those who are not engineers, again, when you're building a product, you have input and output. So let's say you have a screen, you have a microphone. Microphone is an input. Now previously you had to again build these devices using other components for you to achieve that. Now, with the Infinity Engine, it's already inbuilt. So that means if you want to build a product, there's nothing else that you're adding into that particular module. All the important building blocks of of what you want to do are already inside the engine. This product has Wi-Fi because it runs Linux. So there's something called OpenWRT, which will demonstrate the next product that we have achieved. We'll show you the size of the product so that you can internalize and understand how powerful this technology is. And apart from what I've mentioned, we have onboard storage memory, we have, of course, Cat4 Bluetooth, I've mentioned Wi-Fi, we have audio drivers, we have HDMI, and many other components that are already pre-built into the device. Now, without talking much about what this technology can do, we want to introduce the first product that we've ever designed with this technology that previously was not possible. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dry-Fi.
Hello everyone, my name is Presenter Al. And that basically means that I need the internet every time of my life. And mobile internet may not actually be adequate or accessible every time. That's why I need the Dry-Fi. All I need to do is connect it on the OBD port of my car and get faster internet speeds wherever I go. So get a Dry-Fi today and get amazing 5G speed powered by Airtel.
I'll quickly show you. That's the product right here. So this is a full router, full high-speed internet device powered by Infinity Engine. It was not possible before, but now it's possible because of all the resources that we have put into the Numeral Infinity Engine. Now, when we developed this product, we needed a strong partner that can work with us because we talk about internet, we talk about speed. So we wanted to partner with a reliable partner that when you tell them that we are introducing Dry-Fi, which is driving and Wi-Fi, they will not say Dry-Fry.
Hello everyone, my name is Presenter.
Than Airtel. Thank you, Lawrence Karim.
Okay, good evening everyone. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. We will do introduction. I'll allow my colleague to introduce himself. He'll sit down and then I'll just say a short speech.
My name is Preston Mutai, take care of business solutions within
Thank you. Thank you, Preston. So Preston is the guy who is taking, he's talked of a business solution. So he's the guy who is working closely with Morris to ensure that the product is as good as possible. My name is Lawrence Maungu. I'm head of corporate sales. I work in the enterprise division of Airtel. Airtel and Numeral IoT, we've had a very enriching relationship for the last 5 years. We've worked together. We've gotten solutions that we have taken to the market. All that good journey that Morris has talked about, we have been part of it. So we are very proud of you, Morris. We are happy to be associated with you. And Airtel is playing big, especially in the IoT space, because IoT is the next big thing, or it is actually the big thing currently. So, and IoT cannot happen without a SIM card, and that is where Airtel comes in. So we've been working with Morris and other like-minded organizations to ensure that we give our customers and our clients what they need, because in the space of IoT, people need to know what is happening to our assets. People need to know what is happening to our loved ones, basically tracking, knowing what is happening in the house and everywhere. So for you to achieve that, you need a strong partner in network, and that is where now Airtel is coming in. And in terms of network, in the last 2 years, Airtel has invested in ensuring that we meet that need, especially for Morris and individual clients and as well enterprise clients, whereby we have doubled our network sites. We now have over 4,000 sites that are radiating mainly on 4G. We have over 1,000 that are on 5G. So we are on the latest technology to ensure that we meet the changing needs of our customers. So we are very proud of you. Congratulations, Morris. Congratulations, Numeral IoT, the management of Numeral IoT. and all the entire staff. We will work together. These products we are going to support quite a lot together also on our side, so that we ensure that it's a success. So thank you very much, and congratulations, my brother Morris. Thank you.
Wapi makofi ya Airtel? So a couple of people have arrived. I think we have the late Abel Mutua, the late Judy. Sorry, it's a joke. The late Nameless. Wasalimie kidogo kabla tuendelee. Tuanze na Nameless hapa, my namesake. Lakini alikataa hiyo madhenge akakuja kwa Nameless, hana jina. Atusalimie kidogo alafu we move on. Nameless tusalimie wewe.
Wase. Uko sawa? Sikuwa niko late, nilikuwa nimekaa hapa kidogo na watu wa nini. The late ones are here, we can see them. But it's an honor to be here. I'm here because of something that I hold dear to my heart, which is road safety. I'm learning a lot as well from the CEO here himself, Morris. Very inspiring story. So tutaendelea kuongea baadaye when he introduces the particular thing that caught my interest, which is on road safety. Otherwise, asanteni sana for being here. Thanks.
Kuja na wahu. Anyway, Mkuru.
Wakurugenzi mko salama? Sijakuja peke yangu, nimekuja na mrembo wangu. Wasalimie tu alafu.
Good afternoon. Well, it's still afternoon. 10 minutes to 8. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Numeral, mtu wake wa mkono. And I'm so happy to be here. Morris is doing a fantastic job, and I'm so glad that I'm here to witness greatness.
Just like she said, man, walisema the future is tech. Sijui kama mnajua the future is here. So now we are in tech. So hakuna kitu ya tech inaweza endelea na tukosekane hapa. Amaje Ali kabisa. Shout out to Morris, good job. Mazee unafanya kazi safi sana. Mazee, God akubless, man. You're doing what the government is struggling to do, man. You're creating opportunities for people. God bless you.
Wapi makofi yao? Na hapa tuko na pia Madam tusalimie. Unafikira sikujui? Na utuambie 20. Okay. Nisiende kwa siasa.
Hi everyone. My name is Primrose Mbuvi. I'm happy to be here, and congratulations to Morris. He's been our family friend for long, and tumeona akigrow. Keep it up, and may God bless you. Na uendelee hivyo hivyo. This is interesting. Pia na float, but not try to catch up. Congratulations. God bless you. Salamu kwa mzee. He was to come, but I think ako kwa njia.
Ati mzee mgani? Sini Sonko. Anakuja na sina kitu. Akifika tu hivi mwambie huyu jamaa ana kitu. Asante sana. Nani mwingine anasikia kusali? Kasipul. Kuja hapa. Chao rais. Utuambie cabinet list kama uko nayo. Pigeni makofi Kasipul. Kasipul sasa ni the late ya ukweli.
Unajua hapa kuna asione majenzi. Wameniweka wanted sana. Anyway, mko hapa. Tumbili sio jenzi, wewe ni millennial Tumbili. Kwanza pokeeni salamu kutoka kwa Rais William Samoei Ruto. Wapi makofi William Samoei Ruto? Ya pili, sijaona OCS amekuja hapa na Land Rover. Mimi ni third in command. Rais, naibu wa rais na chawa rais. Ukiona OCS wa hii area, mwambie lazima kuwe na protocol hapa. Nimefurahi sana kuona legend na kucelebrate sana. Serikali ya William Samoei Ruto iko imara na inafanya kazi. Na kwa kumalizia, nataka niwakumbushe tuko pamoja na Raila Amolo Odinga. Asanteni sana.
Wapi makofi ya Kasipul? Tumbili kuja. Tumbili kuja pia. Nani mwingine sijaita anasikia mic inamuita hivi. Unajua kuna watu mic sianipe niongee. Tumbili salimia watu.
Kwanza next time before upeane mic unapima ni nani unapea mic. Si kila mtu amefura ako na akili. Sawa. Yeah? Unajua nikigrow up nilikuwa nadhani watu wanono wako na pesa. Until I met Kasipul. Yeah? Unajua Kasipul ni evidence akili ni nywele. Yeah? Big shout out to the CS wa IT, Mr. Morris Mbetsa. Mimi ndio nimesema. Yeah? You know, si lazima uwekwe na ule mtu. Sisi ndio tumesema. Kuna serikali mingi. Serikali ya technology tumeamua ni wewe. Sawa sawa. Kuna videos ulikuwa unacheza hapa za kitambo. Ulikuwa na record na kamera ya reverse car ama ya laptop. Anyway guys, thanks so much for this move. Tumeona pale drive-fi. Let me take this opportunity also to brag as part of the team ambayo tumekuja na hiyo technology. Yeah, tumekuwa hapo. Morris can confirm for the past 2 months, 3 months. Ndio Morris, yes or no? Yes. Leo siko kwa mood ya kudanganya.
Ni ukweli.
So mimi nilikuwa nachangia, tuko kwa meza napiga story, mimi niko yes. Hiyo itaweza. So si nilichangia. Yeah. So guys, shukran sana and we'll push it. It's the big thing kwanza hiyo ya kuangalia watoi manzi. Sisi kama wazazi lazima. Si ndio? Shukran sana and wacha tu enjoy. Afande.
Wapi makofi ya Tumbili? Now I want to call back Morris here. Aendelee na the rest of the program.
Thank you so much. So you've seen the first product that was enabled by the technology that we've worked on. And I thank our partners Airtel for working with us, the journey in terms of giving us support on the network side to do tests. And I as well thank Airtel technical team for all the support as well they've given us in terms of making sure that the product, once it hits the market, our customers will have the best experience using the internet in the comfort of their cars. So again, Airtel is our Kenyan partner. We have an amazing partner in Tanzania, which is one of the biggest telcos that we will unveil also as well new products with them next year. So shout out to our partners. I'll not mention the name, but the teams that have been working with us, William, Leon, and the rest in Tanzania. So for our guys who are watching us from Tanzania, sote ni Afrika, sote ni wamoja, and every solution that we are doing, we are putting Africa in mind. So Tanzania, next month, we'll unveil new products that we as well have worked on with one of your best telcos in Tanzania. So I'll show you the next product. I'll not talk much about it, very brief, because it's the product that we're launching next month. So this is called I Control My Car. So I'll show you something here. So this is the motherboard of our speed governor. So this is the motherboard of I Control My Car device. This is 100 times powerful than this, but it's smaller because of the power of the Infinity engine. So I Control My Car will revolutionize the way we think about telematics. So telematics ni hizo matraka zenye tuko nazo kwa magari. And if you see these devices, once you buy the devices, umepata features zako, unafanya hivi, forever you are stuck with those features. With I Control My Car, we are empowering the customer to define what they want with their car. And we have amazing team of R&D experts that are working with us, both internally, and we as well work with, have partnership with universities. And I've seen Jay Quat is here. Together we are working on amazing solutions that will take them to the market using the platform that we have built. So number one, one of the key features that I control my car device will have, again, is the Wi-Fi. So imagine, hiyo tracker yako iko kwa gari inakupatia Wi-Fi. So that comes as a plus because of the power of Infinity Engine that is inbuilt in the device. Second thing, we have an amazing application that powers that device, which as well will show you a brief about it, because again, we'll officially unveil it next year. But then also we have features that were never possible into a tracking device before, or a telematics before. Number one, we have an AI camera. I've mentioned about AI, I've mentioned about machine learning. This is our first product that will have AI. And I'll tell you why we decided to put AI into I control my car device. Technology is supposed to help businesses. And you never expect someone from abroad, because I've said that we have good engineers all over the world. But then there are problems that it's not about engineering, it's about culture. Mtu ambaye ni engineer Silicon Valley saizi, hajui mtu mwenye anakula mgoka akiendesha gari, shavu yake inafura. So an engineer from Silicon Valley akitengeneza AI ya kuangalia mtu kwa nini anachonga akiendesha, itabipi seme ni mgonjwa ako na jipu. But in reality, but for us, because we are here, we understand what it is, then we are able to train our models to detect that. Hapana, huyu anachonga. Again, AI is supposed to help us streamline our businesses. Ukiangalia, for example, I had a friend akona lori ya mchanga. Now, this guy invested a lot of money kwa lori yake ya mchanga. Inabeba kila siku but every day analalamika gari haifanyi kazi. Lakini anasema Morris, gari ikifika jioni imeoshwa, lakini kuna mali napata mchanga kidogo. So, which sensor is out in the market that you are able to deploy kwa hii lori na ijue kama hii lori imebeba mchanga haijabeba mchanga? That's one problem. Second problem is ushaona mtu ananyonya mafuta kwa lori, anasiphon mafuta. Mzungu hajui hiyo shida. There is no a Chinese engineer that understands mtu akibendi hivi akishika pipe ni kuiba mafuta naenda kuiba. Now, the AI that we've built into our telematics device now, it has been trained already. Now, so many instances that relate to our partners that are doing businesses that ikiona mtu ameshika pipe anapita tu kando ya gari ni suspect. Already anapata notification kuwa kuna mtu amebeba pipe na anapita karibu na lori yako. So ina understand ile pipe ya kunyonya mafuta venye inakaa. Secondly, it understands hii lori imebeba mchanga, hii imebeba kuni, because we have trained it to understand environment yetu, we as Africans. Because it's us that are going to solve our own problems. Another thing that is amazing that is coming up inbuilt with I control my car device, it's a dedicated AI camera that will 24/7 look at the driver. Because you invest, you buy a truck, lori may spend 5 million. But then, dereva ameendesha gari, anasinzia. Ama anashika simu. Ama anabeba abiria that is unwanted. Now, this AI camera that will be facing the driver understands all this, na inajua dereva akisinzia, akifunga macho, akichonga, akishika simu, akiangalia nje, and it will warn the driver. And if he doesn't respond within some few seconds, then the owner of the vehicle will get the notification. And then now, using a centralized AI, we will be able to process all this information and profile these drivers and warn the business owners or the truck owners that your driver is likely to get an accident because of all this information that this camera will be gathering from the driver 24/7 while that truck is on. Not forgetting the performance of the vehicle. Because of our, the device supports onboard diagnostic, which I'll quickly show you a demo. We are able to even gauge the driving habits of that particular driver and profile them. So these are amazing features that will come inbuilt with I control my car device, which will be officially in the market from next month. And it will, we will announce where these devices will be available from. The second amazing feature that has never been possible before on a telematics device is onboard vehicle remote diagnostics. We call it cloud diagnostics. So I'll show you a very simple demo that you will understand what this means. Now, we all go to garages. We all trust our mechanics. But then if you have an expensive car that you use it in Nairobi and you have traveled to Mombasa and the car has a problem, where will you go? And your mechanic is in Nairobi. Are you going to call the mechanic to come all the way from Mombasa to go, from Nairobi to come to Mombasa? Or you have, nimeona Wakenya wako na pesa by the way. Nimeona ma Rolls Royce ziko huku. Now, these vehicles, the experts, I believe that the real experts, because these are not common cars. You have these experts way in other countries. Now, with the technology that I'm going to demonstrate today, is whereby when you wake up in your house, wherever you are, and your car has a problem, you can call your mechanic, and the mechanic can do full diagnosis of your car while your car is in the house. To even as far as replacing your key. If your key is lost, as long as you give the authorization, then your mechanic remotely is able to replace the key and send you a new key. These are things that have never been possible before. So I'll show you a demo, because Wakenya unajua mnaweza sema ni show. So I'll show you a demo. Please, Baraka, come. So this is a diagnostic machine that is it is in many garages. So please hold this for me. Saidie simu. Now, I will do, thank you. So what I'll do, I will call, hatuchomi tunajua. Vipi? So please show us where you are. Fungua mlango ya gari, show us place huko. Ako huko kwa highway, si ndio? You've seen where he is. And then I want you to show us the chases, show us the dashboard, the errors. Tuko na check engine hapo, si ndio? And then show us the chases number of that vehicle. Anataka muangalie namba inaisha na 53. Si ndio? 53. Sawa. So assuming that car has a problem. So we have this tool, iko na mechanic. Ako Nairobi na hiyo gari iko Mombasa. Ama mechanic ako US. Hii product inaenda international. Now I want you to zoom in on this. Zoom in so that the people who are watching can be able to see that. And as well, I think you can put it on the screen. So now, okay, so tutaenda kwa car diagnosis. Then, hiyo ni Mercedes. So VCI ni vehicle control interface. So I'll show you something else in a little bit. But then it's trying to establish a connection from this device to that car wherever it is. So before, this was never possible, because just that initiating the connection, there is a lot of back and forth communication between this device and the vehicle. So a lot of communication has to be done for it to be able to establish the connection at the first place. Unaweza kata tu simu. So let's wait a little bit. Unajua siku ya demo ndio vitu zinakataaga. Nakumbuka Elon Musk okay, I'll just redo it again. So here. Confirm the car is running, eh? Excuse? Call him, confirm the car is running. I think Madhegi unaweza tuongelesha kidogo.
I try ku process.
Karibisha Cairo amefika hapa.
But then for those people who are wondering what is IoT, it's Internet of Things. Numeral IoT. Yo kasipul niko sure ajui. Numeral IoT, Internet of Things. How internet devices communicate. Ama nakosea. Cairo sasa ni hata see the late. Cairo. hiyo kitu ina load. Salimia watu kwanza. Tuambie umekuja na ndege ama umekuja na mtu.
Gani? You guys do. Feels good to be here. Morris is a very good friend of mine. One of the most brilliant people I've personally interacted with, and it feels good that we are launching new products because Morris and I represent the new breed of Kenyan entrepreneurs who are doing things in a very different way, taking this country to other places, and it just feels good to see these sort of things coming out of Kenya. Because there's this perception that the sort of innovation tunafanya Kenya are those old vitu za agriculture, those old things we've always seen at Science Congress, nini. But these sort of things are very different, We are talking about programs that are able to, diagnose cars. And for those who don't know, this is actually technology that is used in aircraft. Most of these big airlines like Kina KQ have similar systems. So if we can have this system on a vehicle, the possibilities are endless. For mechanics, for fleet operators, for owners. That's why watu wananiulizanga nikileta Ferrari Kenya nani atanitengenezea. With such a device you could have someone in London sorting out your vehicle. So it feels very good, and I'm really privileged to be here today. Jenny.
Alafu bado uko single ama unajua hapa kuna watu?
Any trick question. Edgar Bare yako hapa? Tumbili yako? Kaa tumbili yako, then I'm single.
Wape makofi ya Cairo. Cairo ni mtu very resourceful hapa. Anatu represent sana. Pale kwa ndege, kwa magari. Ni nini hujafanya hii town wewe? Everything. So we appreciate people like, hata uliingia parliament na hujachaguliwa. Ama si wewe? Ama ilikuwa AI? Photoshop, very nice. Hiyo imewaka kama tuendelee? Yes. Yes.
Na internet, but they're sorting it out. So as they sort out, so basically, so the idea is we are able to connect all the experts around the world that are able to service our cars professionally using this core technology that we have developed it here in Kenya, that the whole world is going to benefit. So I think we'll go back to that demo while Baraka is sorting it out. But then now, from here, we again started looking at other problems that we are able, our society is facing. And one of the key problems was, or has been, or it is, accidents on our roads, especially involving school-going children. So I'll play you a video that will quickly explain what we want to unveil as well today, the background, why that particular product, and then how it will change forever school transportation in our country. Thank you.
Let's appreciate as we get the video.
Boys high school student who died in a road accident in a mysterious accident involving their school bus.
3 pupils have been killed following a road accident involving a school bus. So are you worried about your child's safety during their school bus commute? Let me introduce you to Transit Tag, your new peace of mind partner.
Transit Tag leading the way, tracking students day by day. Safety first, efficiency too, innovation just for you. Transit Tag on the go, real-time tracking, don't you know? Notifications, beep, 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 peace of mind in every leap.
Student safety during school commutes remains a significant concern due to the increasing risks of theft, accidents, and other emergencies. Traditional monitoring systems offer limited visibility and delayed responses. The lack of real-time information and automated communication channels can lead to critical delays in addressing potential threats or emergencies. School transportation systems face a number of hurdles in today's world, such as lost child. A child is supposed to arrive home by a certain time but gets lost along the way. Schools have no real-time information about the bus location or the child exit points. Bus breakdown. A school bus breaks down on a remote road, delaying the children's arrival home. Without real-time monitoring, the school cannot provide accurate updates to parents. Unauthorized pickups. Unauthorized individuals attempt to pick up children from bus stops. Without a secure system to verify pickups, schools face significant security risks. Bullying and misconduct. Instances of bullying or misconduct can occur on the bus. Without a live AI camera, these events go unnoticed until reported by students. Driver distractions. A bus driver gets distracted or falls asleep at the wheel, putting all the students at risk. A live AI camera can detect such behavior and alert schools immediately, preventing potential accidents. Unauthorized stops. The bus makes unauthorized stops along the route, putting students at risk. A live AI camera and real-time tracking can monitor and report these stops, ensuring that the bus follows the designated route safely. Introducing Transit Tag, a revolutionary solution designed to transform student safety during commutes. Transit Tag provides real-time monitoring through live AI cameras and tracking devices to ensure students are secured and parents and schools are kept informed every step of the way. Transit Tag, transforming student commutes into a safer, more reliable experience.
Thank you. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today in this defining moment as we launch these new and exciting technologies into the market. Indeed, we are very much excited to walk this journey with you. My name is Washington Jalango. I'm a software engineer here at Numeral IoT, and we are the part of the engineering team that has been pushing the vision for Morris to achieve these great ideas that we have here. So today, one of our keys to this event was to launch this new product. You know, child safety has been a concern for parents and schools for a very long time. They've always have this issue: is my child safe while being moved from my home to the school? Another issue is, what if my child gets home early and I wasn't expecting them at that time? Then they end up staying at the gate or at the door, and nobody takes care of them. They probably wander away and get lost. That's a concern. Probably they get from school late than they expected, maybe from technical issues with their transportation. As a parent, probably you don't even know that your kid, where is your kid? Did they board the bus? Where are they? So that you are not at peace wherever you are. So these are the problems that we set out to solve through technology. And therefore, ladies and gentlemen, let us put our hands together as we launch Transit Tag. Thank you. Now,
My name's Wilson Wero Washira. Work with a company called Jimsy Enterprises Limited and Jimsy Academy Limited. I'm the operations manager in charge of transport.
My name is Jackie, a career woman and a mother to 3 lovely children.
What we do day to day is transport children from our school to their homes and back. And also we do transport for other schools, various schools, publics and privates, taking their kids to school and back home in the evening. We have a great partnership with the Transit Tag that really ensures that we're able to do real-time tracking of the kids in the buses, and also getting live video feeds from the vehicles so that we can easily know where the children are at a particular time, and also enhances safety of the same. So this is something that has really bonded also with the parents, even as we continue to provide safe services in transport sector.
The reason why I chose Transit Tag is because of the safety of my kids. That every time I leave them to go to school, I am aware of the time they've been picked, all the way how the bus is going to travel from my house to school, and any stop that the bus is going to make, and even how the driver is driving. So this gives me peace of mind until when my kid arrives to school safely. And also once they leave school, as they come back home, I also receive a notification on the way the bus has been moving and
Transit Tag is a digital student ID system that is aimed to solve a particular problem that all of us have experienced, or most of us who are parents have experienced over time. Now, this product is put together by a team of amazing engineering people who are focused in creating a tool and a solution for child safety to provide a smart and secure and efficient way for transportation of kids from and to school and to every other place where the school may need them to be. Now, Transit Tag has 4 key components, but today I'm going to focus on 3. Of course, the first one is the amazing software that runs the whole ecosystem, amazing hardware. We also have the digital wristbands and also AI cameras that we'll be talking about for some time now. Now, my key focus today is going to be the device, the tag, and of course the camera. Now, we engineer a device, a small, lightweight, NFC-enabled device, that is fitted at the door of every school bus. Now, given students are issued with the wristband, the digital wristband. These wristbands are scanned whenever the kid boards or alights from the bus. This activity triggers a notification to the parent and to the school. The parent, for example, gets information about the bus that their kid has boarded, about the details of the driver, and they also get a live tracking link. They can track the journey from the start and to where their kids alight from. Now, that is wow, right? That is wow. But then here is something that is even more wow. You know, the school gets, apart from getting the details of the students who have boarded that bus, they are also able to get other comprehensive insights, including the speed that the bus is being driven at, so that we are sure that our kid is not driven at extremely high speed. That is a danger to our kids. Now, the other part of Transit Tag that I'm going to talk about is the AI camera. So in most of the time, for those of us who are drivers, there are cases we've been driving while making a phone call or maybe texting. There's a video I saw sometimes back where a driver is carrying passengers and texting all through the journey. If we do such activities while we are carrying our kids, we are putting them in danger. But then how do we make sure that this does not happen during the journey? So we created AI cameras trained on computer vision. These are fitted inside the vehicle. So these cameras are trained to recognize any anomaly that may happen within the bus. For example, drowsy driving. Another example is texting or nini. Also, kids may be fighting like we've seen in the video, walking, standing while the car is moving. And these are things that we need to flag because they put our kids at risk. So these cameras can flag these things and send an alert to the school and everybody concerned for quicker response, especially in times of emergency. There was an incident in the news recently where a kid fell from the window of the school bus that was supposed to take him safely to school. And that kid was run over by the same bus. But you see, these are things that if we flagged them earlier, we could have probably saved a life. That is so sad. And that is why Transitag has come along to create a solution for all these. Now, the implementation of this technology is in line with our commitment as a company to create technologies that impact the society positively. And this is an example. So finally, I would like to say, every once in a while, an amazing invention comes in, and this invention or product changes how things are done. And Transitag is that technology for you. So that's why we are very happy to lead this change, and therefore we are inviting you, everyone, to join us in creating this lasting impact. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that presentation. So I think now you've seen the main reason why we are here today, and it's all about safety. And for us as a company, as you've seen some of those features, we've gone a step further, not just providing security for the school-going children, but then making sure that driver is driving that vehicle responsibly. Because many times we entrust our kids with the driver. And we as human beings have our own challenges. Sometimes in life, kila mtu akona challenges zake. But then that driver is responsible not only for the future of those kids that they are carrying, but as well for us. Because you spend a lot of money to educate your kid. And if anything happens, then a lot of things will change. So we try to use technology to make sure that the drivers, because majority, if you look at data, majority of accidents happen because of drivers' mistake. So with this technology, we are using the AI camera to be able to monitor the conduct of the driver and try to remind them if there is anything wrong that they are doing. So when we started the initiative, we had a partner that I would say started with us in early beginnings of this project. They are as well passionate about road safety. They've been doing it for quite some time. And we had a good partnership in terms of even designing the product. And is someone that I think all of you know, many people who are watching, I'm sure ni mtu mwenye mnajua. He doesn't need to be introduced, ni mtu atajiintroduce mwenyewe, but already kila mtu amemwona amekuwa excited. So our partner kwa hii project ni Most Foundation, ambao inarepresentiwa na ndugu yangu Mr. Nameless. Karibu Numeral.
Hapana, hiyo si makofi ya Nameless. Nameless, rudi tu. Rudi, hakuna makofi kama ya legend. Haya, tujifanye sasa tuko kwa concert si ndio? Ndio Nameless apate sasa hiyo nguvu ya kukuja, si ndio? Hawezi karibisha Nameless ati hivi. Sasa, are you ready for Nameless? Are you ready for Nameless? Mbona siwasikii wape nduru? Are you ready for Nameless? In 1, 2, 3, give it up for Nameless! You see?
Asante, my namesake there. By the way, so you come and notice, kuna ingine hapa tutumii microphone. It's a new technology, by the way. This technology, it will be introduced later, but inawekwa kwa throat. Now, unaweza ongea wherever you are, as you can see, I can project my voice. Alafu, by the way, inafika place ukitaka kumutu na kuna place una. Alafu unaweza unmute pia. So kama bibi yako anakusumbua unaweza mute, by the way. Anyway, it's, as you've heard, we are partnering with Numeral. IoT. Tumesema ni IoT na maanisha? Is that true? And I'm so excited about this innovation because for me, road safety has been something that's very passionate in my heart. So some of you may know, some of you may not know, but I have been involved in an accident actually 21 years ago. And we lost someone who was dear to many of our hearts. As you heard, most was a song that we knew by an artist called Isa. Ni wangapi najua Isa hapa? Msiniangushe hapa. Majenzi pia nyinyi manzimu msiangushe. And let me tell you something. On that day, it was a morning at like 11 o'clock, and we're driving from Nakuru from an amazing concert. And we're driving at probably 100 kilometers per hour. And yeah, guys had worn safety belts as the one who was in the center back seat. But you know, the swab was too much to the point that we started overturning. And when I look back at that day, because at that point we were 5 of us, and we lost 2 of us, Isa and a friend called Kevin. Kevin had his safety belt, but just, you know, the rolling and hitting of the car body, he also lost his life, and Isa also was thrown out of the car. This was at 100 kilometers per hour. And I know and I believe that if we were at 80 kilometers per hour, it could have been avoided. Did you get my point? It could have been avoided. Me, in any car that I'm in, I tell the driver, bro, it's not worth it. Twende mosmos, tufike salama. And this made us with the family, because let me tell you something, every time, it won't pass a week when someone will tell me, Manze, when we heard about the accident, I felt like I lost a brother. Man, with these accidents, we are losing friends, we are losing sons, we are losing daughters, we are losing fathers, we are losing uncles, just because of just a bit of negligence, a bit of overspeeding, maybe you forgot to wear your safety belt, maybe you broke some of the rules on the road, maybe your car's tire was worn out, or maybe there's someone else who was a drunk driver, and it wasn't your fault. So for me, anything that will just reduce the people who are losing the road, I'll be there standing. So for me, when I heard about this technology, I was so happy to be able to partner, because for us, I'll be there about don't drink and drive. I'll be there about wear your safety belts. That's what the foundation tries to do. Create some awareness, remind people so it's top of mind. Because sometimes you forget. Sometimes you're rushing somewhere, sometimes you're looking at the phone, something will happen, but how do we keep it top of mind that let's not take this thing for granted that you got here safely and you're going to get home safely. Yeah? So for me, when I heard about this, we were so happy and so excited as Most Foundation, which is something that was inspired by what happened with Isa and the family. We said, you know, we need to do something so that these things don't happen. We have some of our people, Mohammed Simama Hapa, and Philo, who is also Uko Nyuma from Main Switch. Habib couldn't make it today. Mama Isa was also supposed to come today. Thanks, Kachini. But she couldn't make it today. So I'm here representing the family. We're excited about this. I'm a parent. So every time my kid goes out to school, of course, I'm always concerned. Is the driver responsible? Even my wife yesterday, she drove somewhere at night. I called her, you know, I was just like, man, you know, tunakutegemea hapa home, so let's be safe. So for me, I'm just so happy and proud about this partnership. As you've heard and as you've seen, technology keeps changing every time. So you have to be there with technology. What you guys are doing, Morris, is amazing, and the team that's here, as you've heard. I had a tour there last, like, 2 months ago as well, just seeing what guys are doing, the different technologies that are coming up here. So for me, I just want to congratulate the team for what we are launching today. This is definitely going to change our culture. So pigge makofi. Because sometimes you need technology to take over. Some things you'll not do yourself. So something like speed governance with this kind of technology, something that can help me check out and see, is the driver there? Is he? So we are all monitoring. So the driver has no choice but to be present because he knows people are watching. So for me, nataka kusema sana 1 time, 2 times, tuwapige makofi 1 more time. Wherever you go, let people know about Transit Tag. This is an amazing technology. You have friends, you have children, you have people who have children, let them know about it so that we can protect our children, the future generation. Umeona vile Gen Z wamefanya mambo. Sasa tunataka Gen Alpha. Ni Gen Alpha. No, Gen Z. So the kids who are coming next are Gen Alpha. We need to protect them so that we keep changing the country. We try to work with different people, but as someone said here, man, this is the kind of CSs we want. People who are inspiring, people who deserve this kind of jobs. So where the government is not doing their thing, we have to do it ourselves. I'll see you. So once again, asanteni sana. Let's celebrate what we're having today. And congrats on that. Technology. Ongea na sisi technology
ni sawa tu.
Throat book holes.
Wapi makofi ya Nameless once again. Continue what you're doing. I think Nameless is one of the cleanest brands in Kenya. Si ndio? Tumpigie makofi kwa hiyo. Hana scandal hata moja. So when he tells people to invest in Transit Tag, they will believe him. And we appreciate you for that. So Morris?
Thank you.
Oh yes, now, because we've talked for too long, if you have a question, now is the time. Oh, throat na tusisikie mwishene. Nana. Mtu achukue hii throat ya Nameless. Now, Nameless is now throatless. Now you are throatless. Yes, anyone with a question? Yenye ina ban before we give the final. Kuja. Pige makofi. Wewe unakaa ni Gen Z. Yeah, any other question? That one. We have like 3 or 4 females. We take how many questions? 5, so huyu ni wa kwanza. Sawa.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Victor Momo. I work at Jamiro Cast. My question is on Transit Tag. I'm assuming that because of the cameras, the school is monitoring, right? You can view what is happening. But as I've seen, the parent only gets texts, right? So is there a kind of a mechanism that ties to the bus so that maybe kids are mischievous, they can decide to leave without scanning at the door. So is there a mechanism that will make the parent know that the kid is no longer in the bus but hasn't scanned? I mean, like they're away from the bus.
Okay. To answer the question, so that's why we have the AI camera in the bus that is monitoring every activity that is going on inside the bus, and as well as learning about the kids. So this AI camera is intelligent enough to even recognize each individual kid that is inside the bus. So in case the kid leaves the bus without scanning, then still we are able to process that information, because when the bus stops, it will analyze all the information and pick there's one kid that has not scanned, use the AI data that has been captured by the camera to identify how the kid left the bus, and then the parent will get still the notification.
Good evening. My name is Bernard. Good work to Maurice. I spoke to you earlier. I'm the guy with 15 schools, so we'll talk. I've spoken to Sultan. My name is Bernard, co-founder at a company called Sanifu AI. We also in the automation space. We do automation for manufacturers. We are based in Kenya as well as operations in the US. My question is on the data processing. We understand nowadays anyone can pick images from online for kids and use them for other things. I'm sure during the transit of the images between the bus and the servers, someone can, hack the videos and manipulate them for various uses. What are you currently doing to ensure that there is no interruption in between the data transit when processing that information?
Thank you very much. So privacy is really a big concern now. And we've done a lot in terms of making sure that we secure the data. And our company is compliant with the Data Protection Act. And as well as we've even gone a step further to see how to secure our infrastructure. So number one, we communicate purely on local network in terms of sensitive information like the videos. Secondly, we have end-to-end encryption of the data from the device to the server that is processing the information. So to answer you, in terms of the network itself, we use a private network, which is secondly, in terms of securing the data as it leaves the device to the servers, we use end-to-end encryption of the videos and also any other information that leaves the vehicle to the server. So only the school is able to access that information.
We have gender balance. Apa?
So my question is almost similar to the first guy. So what if the child did not scan the watch at the door and maybe he did not enter the bus? There are no cameras outside, but there are cameras in the bus. So is there like a tracker in a way that you can track where the child is? Also, kids are mischievous. Can the kid remove the watch, or the watch is made in a way that only a parent can remove it?
Very good question. So the first question on whether if we are able to detect if the kid did not enter the bus. So there are several things, as what Washington mentioned. So we have several systems. We have, number one, a system that is with the parent. Secondly, we have now the system running in the bus, which has the AI camera and that scans the tags. Then we have a third system that is with the school. So and all while the kids leave the school, the whole process is automated. So if a kid does not scan the tag while they are entering the bus, the school will be notified that there is this kid that never showed up on this particular bus that he or she was supposed to travel with. But then this is the first version of the tag. And our model is we are giving this to schools without them having to pay any upfront cost. So that first we test the market. Then secondly, we look at we'll do a lot of studies in terms of the kids. Because when you introduce a first product to the market, you'll realize that there's a lot we also have to learn from the kids. Number one, as you've mentioned, how do we secure? So let's say, how do we protect it from the kids from removing it? Secondly, the issue of tracking. So we have another version that is already in the design phase, soon will go out, that has real-time tracking of the kid, even if they leave, they don't get inside the bus, hata wakikuwa kiwanja ama kiwa anywhere, the parent has real-time tracking of their loved ones, including audio. Because sometimes, mtoto yako kwa mahali na wanaongea lugha chafu yenye you as a parent is not comfortable with. So we'll have, again, using systems, using AI, be able to detect keywords that you're not comfortable for someone to even talk to your kid, and then you get the notification and you can be able to connect and hear what's happening. So that was already in the process, but the first version is what we have now, which is purely, it's called a passive device. It's not active device. It's a passive device that requires a reader for it to be activated.
Wapi makofi? The fourth one? Kuja hapa wewe ni Gen Z wewe. Nakaa mkao umeingia maandamano. Hii viatu si ni ya maandamano wewe. Anyway, I'm joking.
Technology so that is that right? Okay, now before I ask my question, I've prayed for the last 4 years to meet the innovator. I'm Otola William, currently taking medical engineering at Kirinyaga University. So if there's anybody from Kirinyaga University watching live, let him or her know that he or she is well presented. Next thing, I think I'm tech enthusiast with tech and AI, and for the time I've been in school, I always wish that we have technology that solves our own problems. A good example is that somebody can die of a disease that we are using drugs from outside countries, but what if we created a technology that solves our own problems? Because if the systems are being developed, they use their nations, which are the whites, for samples and field experiment. Okay, I want to ask that now that we Gen Zs, we've seen we Gen Zs are worse and we are very cheeky. The generation that's coming in, I know that they'll be twice or thrice as us. And if you look at the wristbands, they look same. So you as the company, how are you working on it so that to make sure that the wristband is identical to a certain kid? For example, as a kid can if they're cheeky, a kid can wear a wrist of another kid. So how are you working on that? Thank you very much.
Yeah, that one.
That was the last question?
No, we have.
Yeah, so on what he has asked, number one issue ya watoto waki-mix the tags. So every tag has a unique number on the side, and then we have an application that will give also to the teachers whereby they will use their phones to be able to tap into any tag and be able to get the details of the tag. So number one, if you look on the side, there's a number that is assigned to a particular student. Number two, we will program the details of the student. Actually, we will even go further whereby, unajua saizi mtoto akitoka shule akienda nyumbani kuna notebook. Now, we will even build another application whereby mtoto akifika nyumbani, as long as they have the tag, any parent who has a smartphone, they are able to just place their phone near the tag, and you're able to get any report that the teacher wants the parent to receive from the tag. So, number one, on the issue of mixing the tags, you have the code. Secondly, we equip the teachers with tools to be able to quickly scan the tags and be able to know if, in case those tags are mixed.
So, then we finish with Mkuru. So, kuja.
Good evening, everyone. My question is very simple. What happened as a parent? I'm there at the office waiting for my kid. What happened if they misplace the tags? Or rather, we have these cheeky kids, especially the boys. They want to know like everything. They tampered with their tags. What really happened? Will you be giving them another tag? That's my question.
Thank you very much. So number one, first, we want kids to be curious, because for me, when I started doing technology, I had to think about like anything that I see near me, kwanza hata ndaikata. So we assume hata watu hiyo atazikata kujua ni nini. But you see, that curiosity is what will build the next engineers. So we want kids to like this device, play around with it. Now we'll as well equip the teachers with the tools in case mtu akipoteza, the teachers are able to replace without having to come back to us. Then secondly, in case now it's lost, then the bus, again, now we have the AI camera that is able to detect that this kid was in the bus, but then he never scanned for some reason. so that the following day the teachers are quickly able to replace. So yeah, so that is, but for us, one of the key things is we are not just, we just don't want to sell or to deploy technologies, but then we want to inspire these next generations of, I'll give an example. That's my son, and anaitwa King. So King believes that star, tumbili ni star kushinda babaki. Because that is what King anaona kwa internet. You understand? But for me, my campaign is I want to deploy as many devices as possible. I want to inspire as many kids as possible. So that wakiona hivyo, wakiona numeral, they wakuwe nayo curiosity kujua hii numeral ni nini. And by the way, next week, tuta announce Numeral IoT, a new program whereby every weekend we'll be opening up this factory. Kids and hata wazee wenye wanataka ku create will tutapeana the details on how you register so that they can come every Saturday. Tutakuwa hapa to be able to help them build devices. So if that answers your...
Asante sana Mkuru. Ni lazima nikupatie M-Pesa ndio upe mic.
Mkuru, kabla uongee, kuja kidogo. Kuna kitu nataka tufanyie. Niko na hii tag.
Yeah.
So I want to show you as well to demonstrate that this tag is working. So this tumeita a winning tag. Ule mwenye atakuwa na hii tag tutampea speaker, tutampea the driver yaweke kwa gari yake, and the telematics device that we've not even released yet. Akitoka hapa. So this is a winning tag. So shikilia hii. So niko na zingine 10 ndio hizi.
But this is the winning one.
Alama.
Ndio hizo. Haya. Jeka alama.
So utapeana watu randomly. Kwa screen there's something itakuja hapo.
So
then mwenye akona utascan. Itatuambia which tag.
Imeenda.
Haya, kazi kwako sasa, utajipanga.
Nice. Hata yangu ni swali fupi sana Morris. First of all, I don't know whether you've noticed, but already you have your $1 million product. Already. Kwa hii nini nimeona products kama 5, but maswali zinakuja kwa this one. You already have your $1 million product here. So good job, man.
Thank you.
You've struck gold. You've struck gold. The beauty about tech, Morris, is that it does not matter how big your ego is. You might have an ego as big as my friend Kasipol, but tech humble you big time. We got into tech in 2000 and Morris nimekuchapia story in 2020 when we did our first movie. Actually, the movie went out in 2021. And our biggest headache at the time, our biggest pain point was how to distribute our movies to people across the country. And we got a very talented gentleman who came up with a beautiful platform where people could be able to purchase the movie and receive a link, a watch link where they'd watch the movie. And we did not sleep for 3 days because we were super excited. We knew for a fact we had struck gold until we went live. Then we discovered that 40% of our customers could not receive the link because they had, what's the word? They had done the thing with promotional messages. They had blocked promotional messages. So when we sent the link to them, haiko inafika. Let me tell you, the headache that we went through those first 5 days, kujibu watu kwa ma WhatsApp, kwa ma DM, kwa ma email, it was hell. Some of us did not sleep for like a good 72 hours. Na ilikuwa hectic, deadly. So, Morris, because already your product is out there and we love it. But tech has shown us that anytime failure inakuaga tu hapo kwa kona inangoja. Do you have like proper channels where people can be assisted in case anything went wrong with the beautiful products that you have? That's the question. Alafu sasa mtume M-Pesa nifanye hii kitu.
Thank you so much, Abel. And by the way, I really appreciate all online content creators and influencers, because since day one, they've been supporting us. Because for us, when they come to work with us, they don't see just a business that is able to give them job in terms of, actually, ukiuliza Kasipul, wacha niseme Kasipul, watu wamemtaja sana Kasipul. But all I'm trying to say is, if you're a young person out here, and the message today with all these amazing guys who have come here is, the media has changed. Finally, media imetoka mainstream, iko kwa mikono ya our brothers and sisters. And we as innovators, young people, are going through the same struggles as these guys in terms of building businesses. And what today has shown that if you have a good idea, other young people will come hold your hand and support you. Tuwapigie makofi watu wote wa online media yenye wametusupport. Abel, thanks for your question. So for us, even all our products, we design these products, package the technology, but then we train trainers, and then the trainers will train. So what the model is, each and every school will identify one teacher that we will bring to the factory, take them through the whole process, train them in terms of end-to-end how that product is produced, packaged. So if there is any problem, they are able to handle it on the school level. And as well, we have we're setting up a very big customer care center, whereby in case of anything now, the calls can be able to come. But we want to make sure that these schools become as independent as possible. And apart from that, we have a dedicated R&D team that will be listening to all requests that will be coming from schools. Because leo tunaweza sema this is the best, but kesho wasikie tuko na shida nyingine. Because at the end of the day, it's how do we solve the problems that are in our schools and are in our society. If you look at the theme of today's presentation was redefining IoT for Africa. There's a time I was in the US na nikapika sima, nikaita mzungu nikule na yeye. Kanambia, hey Morris, this is nice. This is white tasteless pest. Because haezi relate. So sima kumbe inaitwa white tasteless pest. Because haina chumvi, haina sukari. So sisi kama wa Afrika lazima tuanze to learn how to solve our own problems. Na Numeral now moving forward, tunafungua mikono yetu wazi, whereby tutakuwa tuna listen to what our customers want, listen to what our partners want, and also support other people to create amazing products. So kwa mashule, we will support them, not just with this product, but then listen to them on all the modifications that they want. By the way, we have the tag, we have keychains, we have cards, because it's a technology, you can package it. Hata mtoto kama askit, anaweza shonelewa kwa shati. Tunaweza tengeneza kifungo, tumshonele kwa shati yake. So we will, the next 2 months, tutakuwa tunachukua a lot of feedback from the schools and from parents. Na kabla nitoke nataka appreciate mzee Raguya kwa hapa. He's been working again pia with us since tuanze. Pengine tafadhali ndio abila kujisalimia tu mzee, tafadhali.
Good evening all. Oh, it's not yet evening. My name is Charles, a long-time friend to Morris. I knew Morris when he was doing Speed Governors. I've worked in government for the last 38 years in that space. I'm now retired. I'm not tired. I'm also involved in IT, and I was involved in inspecting Speed Governors, and we became friends with Morris since then. And I've always admired what he has been doing, and especially working with the youth. Not having old people, but every time I would come here, I would find he has very young men and women who have moved through his hands. So for me to be here and to see this, because I'm also involved in school transport. I'm in a board where we have challenges of transport. I was just telling Nameless a few minutes ago before he left. If you remember a story where a child fell out of a bus when he was in the bus. There was a hole in the bus. So the child fell and he was overrun by the bus. So what happened, the director, the transport manager, and the driver were put in for a very long time because that case could not be solved. But with this real time, you already have a defense as the institution, as a driver. So the problem shifts from you maybe to the mechanic. So you're able to solve some of these things and a lot of these things on transport. We also have those challenges where as parents are also a problem to the schools. You want your child to be picked at a particular time and the school does not meet its timelines on when a child is picked or when the bus goes back to school. So with this, it will be able to give a proper schedule on when the children are picked and when they are dropped. So to me, congratulations to Maurice and the team, and to everybody who has come here to support. Thank you very much. Even if I'm retired, I'm still in IT and I support them. Thank you.
I know we are done with the questions, but Maurice has said he can take extra 2, which is you and him. Poleni. Wao wengine ni nyingi, lakini nilikuwa naambiwa 5, sasa nimeongezwa 2. Hao wengine tutaweza uliza hapo kwa press conference.
Thank you. It's an honor to speak after great men in this country. My name is Faith Mosonik. I'm from JQuat. I'm currently doing my attachment. I'm doing computer science, BSc computer science, and I'm currently doing my attachment with JHub Africa. And I had a question. First of all, I must mention, Maurice and your team, you're doing a great job. Recently, we had an opportunity to tour the factory, and it's amazing, great stuff. And if you can get the opportunity to come, they've said they'd open up, please do, because, But my question is, as you've mentioned that the parents will be able to receive not only messages that their kids have arrived in school, but also they can receive the speed of the bus. They can get to know at what speed is the bus being driven at. So my question is, okay, as a parent, I'm not a parent, but as a parent, I've received the message, so what next? Now I know, so what next? And also, I think it will link to the visuals. They can see the cameras in the bus, and maybe they've seen the child is being bullied or something like that. So in what way is the parent able to communicate so that they can prevent before it can happen? Yeah, before something can go wrong. That's my question. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was a very good question. So number one, on the message that goes to the parent's phone. So it has several things. Number one, the bus details, the driver, and as well a link. So when you click the link, the parent is able to monitor that bus movement in real time. So every stops, real-time speed. So one would ask, why this particular feature? So number one, we wanted to make sure that this driver is accountable. So imagine wewe ni dereva, but unajua kwa kichwa yako niko na wazazi 20 wanaangalia venye naendesha gari. Definitely your driver ataendesha gari responsibly. Just knowing that, because at the end of the day we have maybe schools that have advanced system. Now I'm employee a telematics manager mwenye na monitor, but that's one person. And responsibility of your kid ni yako. If something worse happens at the end of the day, utaambiwa tu pole. But then damage is already done. So we are trying to use technology to be able to put the safety of these kids kwa mikono ya mzazi. But another thing for us, we want to equip the schools with the right technology to be able, because hata mtoto basi kipata accident, even the school reputation inaharibika. So si mzazi peke yake, even the school. So for us is to bring technology that is going to help the schools, but then now managing the conduct of the drivers remains the school responsibility. For us, it's just to deliver the technology to the school, listen to their requests, wakituambia anything that they need for them to efficiently manage their transport. By the way, one last thing that I will add on to that. You see, these cars have speed governors. Speed governors have been designed to comply with the government standard of limiting the speed. But then many times, sometimes utakuta kuna hizo tampering that happens. So what happens is this transit tag device is able to police that speed governor and make sure that it's working. And if it's not working, this device will also report the speed governor. Thank you.
Crime shield. Na huyu jamaa atuambie kama anakuanga brother ya Churchill. We na Churchill mtafute
Thank you so much. This is amazing stuff, Boris. First time we are meeting, first one-on-one, but I've been with your brother some time back. And my question is about the three triads of any network: confidentiality, integrity, and availability. My concern is with regard to the availability and integrity. We know that the internet has a footprint everywhere. Will this particular tag be able to also put either the folks, the parents, and the school at risk, because there will be movement and there will be a trail. You know, tunajua huyu anaishi hapa, tunajua analala hapa, anaenda shule saa fulani. How do you mitigate that?
Thank you.
Asante. So I think I had answered that question before, maybe uko umesikia, but so number one, we mentioned that we have end-to-end encryption of the data that we protect so that it doesn't fall into wrong hands. Secondly, so we have two networks. So we have the public network that the parent anaweza kuona the trips, but then communication from the bus to the device is purely on local. So it's not exposed to the internet. Then secondly, the videos and all the information that is not necessary after your trip ikiisha inaenda. So for us is to be able to make sure that mtoi amekuwa delivered kutoka shule, amefika home, na ametoka home, ameenda shule. Once that is done, that is what we are trying to achieve. We have no business kuweka hiyo information ya mtu. So automatically, actually the link that the parent will get, mtoi wake akishuka tu kwa hiyo basi hivi, hata hiyo link inapotea. Because hiyo basi sometimes maybe haijabeba mtoto wako. So there's no need of you monitoring a bus that you have no business with. So automatically mtoto akishuka tu hivi, that link that appeared on the parent phone itapotea. And all the necessary data that is not required to protect the safety of that kid while ako kwa hiyo period ya kutoka shule kwenda home, hata hiyo pia itapotea.
Thank you so much. So we are done with the questions, eh? So we are done. Sawa sawa. Sultan, na hujatusalimia by the way. Leo tusalimie pia wewe, utuambie kitu moja mbili before we go back to Morris.
Good evening everyone. I was not planned to talk, but nimeambiwa niwasalimie. Naona mabosi wangu wako hapa. Mimi sana niko upande wa biashara. So nazungumza sana when it comes to money and the exchange of hands. So tukimaliza yule ako na interest ya device, tafadhali mimi hata nitafuata. So nashukuru sana kwa kuja kwenu, and thank you so much. Thanks to my brother Morris. He has been our leader for so long, and we believe in everything that he does. And tunashukuru kwa jumla nyote, especially influencers na waliokuja wote. Asanteni sana.
So now we are good. Morris, tumalizie.
Abel, umesahau kupeana tag. Wewe Sunda
amesahau. Lakini yeye hivyo akishiba.
Sababu sisi wenye tuko hapa mbele tumeenjoy luxury ya meza na nini. Wacha niruke nyuma kidogo manake. Sijui ni nani hapa nyuma ako na mtoto mmoja? Anaitwa nani? Gaius. Apart from Gaius kuna mwingine? Pendo na nani? Na? Izandile umewekwa nje. Nilikuwa naenda alphabetically. Hawa wawili wako juu yako. Wacha niwapa. Sorry. Wacha nipatiane moja hapo. Mbona wangapi wako na watoto wawili hapa? Maboy, madem wawili. Nani ako na boy na dem? Nani na nani? Ken na Jane. Alafu uko na nani? Emmanuela and Ruby. Rumi. Oh, na letter M. Sawa. Okay. Wewe umesema ni wawili maboy? Madem. Nani ako na watoto wawili wanaume? Nani ako na watoto wawili maboy? Uko nani na nani yule? Jamal na Muhoro. Very nice. Wewe ni mmoja, Charlie ama Dem? Ule nilipatia alikuwa Charlie ama Dem? Mwenye alikuwa na mtoto mmoja? Okay, umeanguka. Hapo sawa. 1 2 3 4. Uko na moja. Charlie ama Dem? Dem. Nani mwingine ako na moja na ni Charlie? Charlie. Anaitwa nani? Rahman. Sawa. Kuna mikono mbili zimeenda juu pale. Sasa kwa unalipa ya nani? Wako how old? Grade 4 na grade 2. Wewe tutakupea. Huyu ana mtoto lakini analipa school fees ya brothers wake wawili. Incubator. Huyu ataenda shule lini? Mikono zilipanda ngapi hapa? 2. 1. Sasa sababu mko watatu na tag imebaki moja. Hapana, lazima mfanyie kazi. Kuna rais, naibu wa rais. Hiyo wakati yako anaitwa naibu, alikuwa anaitwa makamu. Tulimzika mnamo 2003. Alikuwa anaitwa nani? Very nice. Kijana wa Malwa. Haya, zimeenda zote. Mnaweza fanya mambo yenu sasa.
Okay, sasa tuko na transit tag reader iko hapa. So watakuja mmoja mmoja, ascan, tutaona kwa screen na aende. Mwenye atashinda tutampe zawadi. I think Muna kuja tutapatia zawadi. So tungoje, let's see who will win.
This will make it very easy for watu wanawana mabasi za shule na list mrefu. Adrian Kenothia kwa choo.
Pole.
Jayden.
So there's a number here. Don't know your number. That's the tag number. And one of the things that this is not just kuonyesha kitu ya kuwin, but we want to show you how fast and efficiently this device sends information. So ukitap should appear very fast. So you're 61. Sawa, imeshaenda.
Jayden has left.
Pole. Next.
Very nice.
1 2 3 4.
Very nice. Na watoto ni wazee. Mtoto wako na ndevu. Mtoto wa primary. Kuja hapa mbele, kuja hapa. Songa tu hapa mbele. Hao wengine watap ama wa tap tu. Mwenye hajatapa tap. Tap so that ama hata haitaonyesha. Hapo hakuna. Too bad. Kuja hapa. Songa hapa. Muna fanya mambo yako. Sema kitu alafu mpatie.
Good evening. Habari zenu. Mimi nimefurahi kuwaona sana. Sijui kama mmeona picha yangu hapo vile nilikuwa natoshana. Nikiwa it's been 8 years. Ni kazi. I'm really happy to see what we have accomplished na tuko na kazi mob sana we want to do. Mesikia Morris amesema si tumbili na Alex Abel Mtua ndio maceleb. Tunataka kuwa maceleb wa tech. Ni kweli? To inspire the people. So I really appreciate you. What's your name?
Zamzam.
Kama matatu? Gari. So congratulations.
So wacha tuulize Zamzam, do you have
Zamzam ni gari ya Githurai by the way.
Since Zamzam amesema hana gari and we were supposed to give her speaker,
Yes.
Drive-Fi na eye control device. So tutaambia Zamzam.
Drive-Fi.
So hii ni the tracking device na hii ni the Wi-Fi.
Drive-Fi.
So tutapia mtu mwenye akona gari. So tutachukua hii.
Yes.
Set, then we'll have tupe tags mbili, then pick watu wanyoshe mkono wako na magari, then wa pick between the three. Mwenye atashinda sasa achukue pia hizi. So wenye wamechukua tupe mbili, tunataka 2 more. This is the winning again.
Zile tags zimepatianwa.
So mbili.
Mbili.
So that tupeane pia hizi mbili.
Sorry.
So this is the winning, utapewa mbili and then yes. Ziko 3.
Pole mama Zamzam, imekutoka. Wait, sijaelewa. Nafaa kupatia next change. Sawa. Okay, nipatie hii. Okay. So nipatie watu wengine fresh. Sawa. Nimixie. Sawa. Mama Zamzam ako wapi? Kuna mtu jina yake ilikuwa inaanza na Z. Ni wewe? Ni? Pick one. Two hands zimeenda up za kwanza. So wacha nikawapatia wawili sababu ndio mikono zilienda juu za kwanza. Okay, chagueni. Sitaki mseme ni hiyo. Sawa. It's done.
Wenye wamechukua mkono magari wakuja wafanya hiyo kitu. Kujeni. Na ukuje umeshika kifungo ya gari. We are fixing this nation. Unaweza kuja unasema uko na gari kumbe ni mtu. Wapi kifungo ya gari? Jamani. Jamani masini. Hii ni Switzerland. Swiss. France. Enyewe wako na magari. Kameramani yuko sawa? Hapo nyuma. Njoo. Kwanza huyu ako na German machine. Unahitaji hiyo Drive-Fi. Ziko wapi? Onde hizi. Kuja uzipeane. Mbona nikufanyia kazi yako? Leo niko na beef na wewe. Unaona hata hujanipe tag. Tit for tat.
Well, congratulations mtu yangu. Izeni zako, enjoy your Drive-Fi and your eye control, my God. Hapo sawa man. Wazi. Nataka kupatiana hotuba.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Very happy to come to this session today, and I'm privileged to be the very first users of these items, and I really like the way technology is driving us. So I'll be one of those guys who will be giving Maurice and his team feedback on how these things are working. We'll be doing this together. Thank you.
Aya, sasa. And those people who want to close business, muone Sultan. Sultan ni huyo akona ndevu kama za Joho. Na juu amenyoa. Sasa. So we go to you, then vote of thanks.
Yes.
Sultan ni yule. Yes. So if you have 10 schools na umeona commission, ongea na Sultan. Wakikuyu. Umeona biashara? Nyawira. Umeshaona? Mimi naona shule. Ngoja tutaongea.
Sawa. Nashukuru sana kwa kila mtu mwenye amefika leo, and this event will mark the beginning, because I'm sure there are more events like this in Abuja. This is not just for me, but for any young person mwenye kuko kwa kijiji. I come from the village, as I had mentioned before. Mwenye anaspire kuwa engineer, mwenye anaspire ku build career kwa technology. This shows that nothing is impossible. Secondly, to all single mothers wenye wako huko nje, support mtoto wako. Mimi nimepitia so much grow up, and I really dedicate this event to my mom. Thanks for supporting me from day one, believing in me, mpaka place nimefika saizi. And again, the nation now belongs to the young people. Na watu wa young ni watu wenye wana reason, ni watu wenye wamesoma. Na again, ukikuwa na idea yako, if you want to do, I think there's a time I was talking to Abel, nilikuwa namwambia sisi, like, we are doing technology, wako kwa media space, tuko na watu wa kelele kina Kasipul, tukishikana si watu watajua kuhusu product yetu, si mkuru atatusaidia kupush huko nje, si mimi nitasaidia kule. So the whole idea is, how do we as young people come together, build businesses zenye zitaenda international, not just in Kenya. Na nashukuru Mungu kwa venye mmeshow up nyote, kwa upendo mko nayo kwangu na kwa Numeral na kwa team yenye tuko nayo hapa. Na this is an inspiration to, I'm sure so many other young people wataangalia the same direction na hawataogopa kuenda hiyo safari, hata kama ni ngumu, bado najua siku moja watafika, na kuna watu wazuri kama watu wenye wamefika hapa leo kuwa support. Before niite Sheila tupatie vote of thanks, nataka ku appreciate team yangu, maybe watasimama haraka haraka watu wajue. Najua hizo photos walikuwa wamekonda wote saizi so haraka haraka maybe wakuje
bio. Aya.
I think you know Baraka ni head wetu wa R&D.
Yes.
Brian Munene, software, ana head software, working na Washington.
Nyinyi ni mambo ya hawa. These are not the same guys who are in the video. Ini AI. Sio
Brandon. Martin ni head wa technicians or installations. So wote tuko na history. Martin tumefanya naye kazi over 10 years, 8 years, 7 years, 3 years, 10 years. Since kuna wengine wamejificha, najua wataki kuona kamera, but Maurice asingo Watani ako pale. Watani has been, by the way, those videos tuko na a whole documentary of even the time things were not working out. I remember there's a story that Watani, so anything that we do, we used to shoot, not to show people, but then I said, because I've chosen this career, I want the day that I will fail, Watani akompile hizo video zote napeleke kwa mashule, aseme there's this guy who wanted to build a successful business in technology na amefail, so that those videos can be used for other people kuangalia mali nilikosea ndio wasifanye chenye makosa nimefanya. So we used to take a lot of videos. Now I hope one day Mkuru tutatengeneza movie just to show and to inspire people ya hiyo journey tumekuwa nayo. So Watani is always behind the cameras to be able to tell the story for Numeral IoT. So Maurice is not Maurice if he's not support ya hii team, na kuna wengine wako huku the business side, watu wa assembling. So guys, let's keep pushing together. Hatuwezi sema tumefika leo, but all these people kuja kutusupport leo, it means that we are doing something. Because sometimes tunapitia struggles, una feel, is this really worth all this struggle? But I think today tumeprove kuwa kama watu wote wameacha shughuli zao wamekuja kutusupport hapa, people that we respect, then we are into something. Let's keep pushing and let's keep on inspiring other young people kukuja njia yenye sisi tumefuata. Asante.
Sheila. Sheila, kuja upeane vote of thanks. Now this is the most important part of an event. Kuna chai. Shesikia MC akisema kuna chai. Wenye watu wanasmile, naona huyu jamaa. Kisikia tu kuna chai. So Sheila, uombe chai.
Sawa.
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Najua tumewachokesha sana kukaa chini, mnataka kusimama sasa tukakunywe chai. But first of all, as we come to a close of this event, I'd like to thank a few people and all of us for coming, gracing us with your presence. I'd like to thank Nameless. I'm sure he's already left, but we still thank him in absentia. I want to thank Abel Mutua and Judy for coming. I want to thank the most team. They've supported us. Philip at the back there. Salimia watu. They've supported us and they're working with us on this product as our partners, as well as Moha, Namona Kingia, tusalimie, from Mosmos as well. They have a good foundation that they have the right initiative to overcome road safety, and agreeing to work with us on transit tag is one step to get where we want to go. So I'd also like to thank some of our partners, Deviant, represented by Moriah, Twixt, Dennis, simama msalimie watu. So that's Martin from Deviant and Dennis from Twixt. I also want to thank one lady from J-Hub, from JKUAT University, Dr. Nancy. Yes, I want to thank you for gracing us with your presence. I know there are some students from JKUAT somewhere, right? Yeah. Thank you so much for coming. I also want to thank one gentleman, Simon Mwaura. We would not have been here if it were not for this gentleman. This gentleman has worked with us from the day we were discussing this project in the boardroom. It was just a story, we want to do it. He has been with us since that day. And we want to thank him for coming here today, gracing us with his presence. Asante sana. And we look forward to working with you. Tutonge Amandi. So we also want to thank Metrics, represented by Ricky Beko. Kuja utusalimie. Hataki kuja kuonekana kwa kamera. I also want to thank Anita. Amejificha pale nyuma. Simama utusalimie. Come and say hi to us. Come and say hi to us.
Anita wetu. Shika microphone.
Habari zenu? Kuna mtu ambaye hajui Kiswahili hapa? Naitwa Anita Santuri, mimi ni mtangazaji na pia ni mwanabiashara. Nafanya kwa Matrix Marketing Group kama partner wao, na pia mimi ni muuzaji. Hata wewe naweza nikakuuza. Kwa hivyo kama mko na biashara, we take your business out there, and we're happy to partner with Morris. Huyu ni kakangu, jirani yangu kutoka kule Kilifi, and I'm happy for you, my brother. Sio rahisi sana. Asanteni.
Swadakta.
Talking about Morris, we want to thank, as Numeral IoT, want to thank Morris for his unwavering support and visionary leadership. Morris has dreams that I don't know if many of us in this room has. So we want to thank him for being a good leader, for supporting all of us. Tukienda tumwambie tuko na hii idea, he does not say no, will not do that. So thank you so much, Morris, for leading us properly vile Kenya inataka. We also want to thank the development team and everyone at Numeral IoT. We would not be here if it were not for all of us kukubali to work on this project together. So I want to thank everybody at Numeral IoT for always tunalala. Yesterday we left here at 5 a.m. by the way this morning, and we are here this evening. So I want to thank everybody at Numeral IoT for always excelling at work, working very hard so that we are able to put out innovations out there in the market that we are able to sit here today and celebrate. Lastly, tukumbuke. Sorry. So lastly, tukumbuke Transit Tag is your peace of mind partner. It is ready for market. Let's remember, tusisahau kutafuta Sultan. He's somewhere. Tusisahau kutafuta Sultan after this. If you're interested in Transit Tag, see him, and then him and Lina. Lina is also somewhere. She's there at the back. So they will guide you on the next steps after this. So I think we'll just bow our heads for a word of prayer.
Yes.
Right? For the food. There are snacks, like Alex has said. There are snacks somewhere. So we can bow our heads for a short prayer and then we head there.
Yes, tuombe.
Dear God, we come before you this evening. We want to thank you for a lovely afternoon. We want to thank you for the blessings and enabling us to go through this event without any accidents and having a successful afternoon. We also want to pray for the food that we are going to eat. Bless it and may it be of good use to our bodies. Even as we part ways after this evening, we want to grant us journey mercies, and when we get home, we praise it. Glory and honor shall be unto your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Tujipigie makofi. So that is all. Guests can leave at their own pressure or pleasure. Chai ni hapo nje. So tunaanza na wazee. Every event inakuanga hivyo. Kama wewe ni mzee, tunaanza. Alafu kwa wazee, kama wewe ni mzee na wewe ni Mluya. Sawa. Kama wewe ni mzee na wewe ni Mluya. Kwa wazee wewe ndio wa kwanza. Haya, mjukuu wako wapi? Kuja. Mjukuu. Wewe ni mzee. Haya, tuguide venye tutaenda kwa sababu wengi wetu ni wageni hapa. Yes.
Asanteni sana. Poleni kwa uchovu. Mimi nafahamika kama mjukuu Jomba Titi, na hapa Numeral ni nyumbani. Nimekuja pamoja na timu yangu ya Titi Comedian. Nafikiri pia wako pale. Nyosheni tu mkono pia muonekane jamaa. Asanteni timu Titi Comedian. Asanteni sana kwa hii hafla ambayo mimi nasikia ni kama kuna ubongo, yani siutumia. So nikitoka hapa nitakwenda kufanyia kazi. Ule mlango na uona unakwenda hiyo gate next hapo, unapiga kulia. Hapo ndo kuna makulaji hapo, mazaga yote, au sio? Haya. Nawapatia ruhusa jamaa, mnaweza mkainuka polepole. Asante sana.
Haya, wazee ndio wa kwanza. Kwa heshima. Asanteni sana. Mungu awabariki.
Lamborghini Land Cruiser, Zumba Umbadiwe. I return a Barzus, give you times 2, you go steady confess. Say, take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, take me away.
Them
Cause if I give you one shot, you go really want touch, you go really want pace. Lamborghini Land Cruiser, oh Zumba, the way. I return up as Zeus, give you times 2, you go steady confess. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, away, away. Take me away, take me away.
set, oh. Come make you spend on my house rent, oh. Say this your body in a project, oh, 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 Malicha,